What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Brown and Serve coming back at y'all one more again. Today, I want to talk about bums. Okay? Now, I work in Ann Arbor. Now, Ann Arbor is a very sophisticated town, especially those folks who went to the University of Michigan. You can't tell them nothing, you know? They really think they some special people. But today I had an unusual event to take place. I goes to a gas station not too far from Michigan's North Campus on Plymouth Road. I get approached by a man. And judging by his attire, I knew right away that he probably didn't have his own place, or he could have been faking, I don't know. But here's what happened. He walked up to me as I was pumping my gas, and he said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm walking around, and I need, I'm asking you if you could help me out." So, what you want, man? He said he needed $3.75. $3.75? I said, damn. Even the bums is sophisticated in Ann Arbor. You want $3.75? I'm like, for what, sir? He said he wanted the price of gas. Well, the price of gas? But you ain't driving no car. Like, what you want the price of gas for? And judging by his shoes, I knew he didn't own the car. He had done a lot of walking because the front of his shoe was cut off. Like, this your shoe. The front of his shoe was cut off and his toes was hanging out. And it snowed today, so them toes was cold. I know they was. But that wasn't even what did it. What did it for me was one of them had a purplish color. Like the toe, it had to be so cold that it had went beyond red and now it was purple. Yeah. And I could tell every time I couldn't help but keep looking at it because I was like, damn, now it looked like it hurt. And he knew that I was looking at it because every time my eyes would drift down to his feet, he wiggled it a little bit. So I just was like, damn, it was looking nasty. And the other indicator that let me know he couldn't have been doing no driving is he had on two coats. He had on two coats. One coat was put on, the other coat was open, one was zipped up. Two coats. And that's an indicator in the hood of bums. They usually have on 4 or 5 coats, but Ann Arbor a little more sophisticated. They have on 4 or 5 coats in the summertime. So you got two things working. Mental illness, because you got to be crazy. It's like 85 degrees. You got on 4 coats. And, mental illness and that homeless, that's your shelter. That's your house. You got on 4 coats. So one coat must be like your kitchen. The other coat must be like your bathroom. It must be like each coat must be like a room that is symbolic for your house or something. I don't know. But they play all these coats. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what time it was. And the bums and the D, they a little different. You go on 8 Mile in Woodward, not too far from H Pillar, but you go on 8 Mile in Woodward, what you find is it's like a bums, they work in shifts, okay? It's just one black dude, his beard always make me itch. It just always be long. It's always a bunch of lint balls in there and everything. For somebody that's homeless, he always look like he got a whole bunch of pieces of carpet in his beard. And it's all, and I just be like, hair that, you know what I'm saying? But he worked like the morning shift. Because one time I was driving through there, it was in the afternoon, it was a white dude. Yeah, a white dude was there. And I saw them when I rolled up. It was a stoplight. I saw them give each other some dap. And then he walked off. Black dude walked off. White dude took the sign and said, "Please help." I used to fight in the wars. I need a couple dollars. He had a whole paragraph wrote on his little thing explaining why he needed you to give him some money and everything. And they also had a bunch of crates and some. Another indicator too is they had a shopping cart. Looked like they stole it from Myers or something, or Kroger. They had a shopping cart with a whole bunch of nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? And they stand there and they ask you for money, but they got signs and stuff. So when the dude walked up to me in Ann Arbor talking about he wanted $3.75, I'm like, bro, you don't know the proper bum etiquette. Cause usually they say, hey sir, can you spare some change? You got $1. God bless you. Dude walked up to me. He had I need $3.75 for some gas money. But you ain't driving, you walking. Your toes is the indicator that you walking. 2 coats. You ain't driving with 2 coats on. You hot. And you can't even push the gas pedal because your toe might get caught in between the brake and the gas. You been crashed, okay? Stop lying. Just say you need $1 like all the rest of the dudes that be, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to act like I'm better than nobody. I get it, okay? But you got to understand the real proper bum etiquette. So I'm going to end this part. It's part 1. But the continuation will be in a few minutes. I got part 1. This will be part 1. Then I'm going to begin to discuss more proper bum etiquette in part 2. We're going to make this a 2-part situation. I think makes sense to make it a 2-part situation to give you an idea of proper bum etiquette. Tune in. Yeah, let me get